I haven't been. I've
Thank
been
you,
back
Coach.
once only since I.
No, not very.
Well, there's not a problem.
Gucci?
It was just eating.
Everybody has them. Well,
All right, here we go. All right, call to order the Community Appearance Board for December 4th to order. With the roll call, Ms. Gordon, Mr. Edens,
Here.
Mr. Langdale,
Here.
Mr. Hubbard, Mr. Jerem,
Here.
Mr. Nezra,
Here.
Mr. Jumper,
Here.
Ms. Booth.
Here.
I am here. Can I get a motion to continue the minutes to the next meeting?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? So moved. All right, modifications to today's agenda.
Yep, backside of page 1, number 3, $5 emporium withdrawn by staff. Going through building permit applications, number 5, Links legal withdrawn by staff. Number 6, 1593, American Way withdrawn, Sol Del Mar withdrawn, and a notation that number 10, the last item, is a reduction to conceptual review.
Mr. Jerem, just for the record, I'll have to recuse myself on building number 1 and 10.
Okay. That's good.
All right, when we call your item, you'll come up to the podium, sign in, we'll swear you in, then you present your case. I don't know if anybody in the audience heard me, at least I'm pressed for time, so we can kind of keep these presentations short, sweet, to the point, and we'll get everybody out of here quickly as possible. First up will be AJ Tucker Business Park.
Hello.
Name for the record.
Kristen Leggio with ASL Signs.
And you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Of course. Alrighty, so we're here again. I took your recommendations for this sign to kind of broaden and make it more of true monument style as opposed to the post and panel that we originally presented. Same style, we're looking at
Motion to
dimensional
approve.
letters.
Motion, Mr. Jerem, second, Mr. Jumper. All in favor?
Aye.
Any
I
opposed?
just have one question. We presented 2 different locations for where the sign needs to go. The reason why I really want to bring this up is originally we proposed it to be here, which is very close to our parking spaces. There's no room for landscaping because there's only 18 inches there, but until you hit like the pond, whatever that pond river thing is.
Is it dry or wet? I forget. The pond.
wet.
It's wet.
Okay.
Yeah, so because of that, we wouldn't be able to do landscaping unless we need to go over here, which is our second location option. It just blocks more of the other sign.
Take care of that, so just staff.
Man, is that clear on that side, or is that in the right of way that you can?
No, both of it
Or
are
within
acceptable options.
Acceptable.
I think we'll just work with staff.
Yeah, we'll look with staff.
I think the
Basically, which
landscape
one's
is pretty
best?
crucial, but
Yeah, we'll work with them after you decide with staff. We'll work with them also on the landscaping, position and landscaping.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. All right, melting pot. Name for the record.
Debbie Jenkins, Tyson Sign Company.
You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
How far down do we go in size of the letters?
20%.
20%.
So we explored a number of options, and it's pretty important to keep the cabinet backer the same size. And more than 20%, it looked lost. So we
motion to approve.
worked with staff.
Motion, Mr.
and balanced.
Jumper, second, Mr. Edens. All in favor?
Uh,
Any opposed? So moved. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
And right as fast as y'all can approve.
How about that?
Revolution Mortgage.
Yeah.
That's why you don't do it on your free time.
Name for the record.
Paul Schneider, Street 60.
Swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth?
I do.
All right.
Pretty straightforward. Channel letters on a raceway. We reduced the size. Darius came back and said we need to be a little bit smaller last time.
Does that raceway have to be black?
I guess their goal is eventually they're going to paint this back black, which I guess they've turned in a.
They haven't submitted anything
They
for
have
paint
not
yet.
submitted it for paint yet, but that's the
You
plan.
can make
to
one
paint-
motion if you so choose to, that the raceway match whatever color.
Right. Well, in the meantime, until they paint,
Let's do that. I'll make a motion to approve with the raceway matching the color of the building, whatever that is.
and in the meantime, if I can add to this, and I'll second it, to make sure that, in the meantime, the repairs are made to accommodate where the old sign was, or to fix where the old sign was.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Second. Thank you.
All right. Motion, Mr. Nezar, second, Mr. Edens, with the caveat of fixing the building and raceway to match. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? So moved. Thank you.
Next one.
Owl Crest. Same thing as always.
Yeah, literally same thing as always.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Halo lit,
Mr.
halo
Mayor.
lit channel letters.
Second, Mr. Edens, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? So moved.
Thank you so much.
Have a great day.
This is the Christmas meeting.
Sounds like
Is that, we got one more?
Whatever, this works.
Hong Song Exploding.
Tom Tom. Tom Song.
In Market Common, so we've got the
Oh,
standard,
your name for the record?
Blair Houston with
Swear to tell the
Fasteners.
truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth.
Sure do. So standard plate up at the top there, just with the name, door vinyl, and then they want, just an eye-catching window, graphic to match, no words though.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion, Mr. Jerem, second, Mr. Edens, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? So moved.
Perfect, thank you.
Thank you. 7th Avenue Crab House. Your name for the record?
Ashley Bowen.
Swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
I do.
Very nice.
I actually like it.
Yeah, I do
It's
too.
big, but
I don't
it's
like how
very
it
nice.
sits on the bill, or the
Yeah.
color of the building behind it,
Yeah, I really like the sign.
but I love the design.
That says not drawn to
Is
scale.
that all LED
Yes.
neon, or neon light?
I love it.
I'll make a motion to approve very specific because of the color, because I was never a fan of it.
Yeah, okay. Second.
Good business downtown. the other one.
Yeah.
Is it the pink on the roof or the?
It's the
That's-
pink in general.
And
The pink and
Yeah,
general.
the pink is too bright.
It's both.
Yeah.
It's very busy, but
I know
It sits back one.
I will ask, because I
It
know it
is.
says not drawn to scale, but are we sure that that 61 inches will fit there without
Yeah, that's what I was
sticking out?
questioning.
No, it's coming back.
Okay.
all right, that was a motion, Mr. Jerem, with the second, Mr. Edens. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? So moved.
Thank
Thank
you.
Flamingo Grill. Why do we have to do
Steve Taylor, owner of Flamingo Grill.
that? Swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
So you're using the poles to anchor the lights out at the
On the outside of the wall, yeah.
Okay. Is there a bar that goes at the top of them to get that separation, or is it just one straight line?
It'll be, you come out up here,
Yeah.
it's just gonna go back and then it's actually done, it's gonna go zigzag across, not the way it's represented on there.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All right, motion, Mr. Jerem, second, Mr. Edens, all in favor? Any opposed? So moved.
Thank you much.
Thank you. Blaze Korean Barbecue.
Motion to continue.
Let's take a, staff want to just run through real quick?
Y'all can
So,
Unless you
continue it, or
wanna
you can
do.
take action on it.
You want to?
yeah, let's take a look at it real quick.
I withdraw my
For a
motion.
second, if you don't mind.
Okay, withdraw.
I think you said they were adding it with acrylic to the face, painting the cabinet, the building color that we suggested last
And
time.
that's basically.
Yeah, their application was for half-inch acrylic letters on a white acrylic flat panel. Was created, was that vinyl?
All of them are half-inch acrylic.
Okay, all of them are.
All of
The lettering and that.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what we were asking
It
for
was.
last time.
Okay,
We
motion
And, lighting
we asked
package.
the color on the back change, right?
We kind of liked the way that it looked
Yeah.
gray, but
Mhm.
there was the comment made to match the building color,
Yep.
We
which
did
is
say
what their
that.
application states they'll match the building color, which is more of a white than it is a gray.
They got a lighting package.
Oh, like that. Oh, yeah.
What are those lights
Got the knitting.
for the trees?
Oh, yeah, because we asked them to redo that in a proper application.
I don't think so.
I can't really tell what they did.
I mean, I'm fine separating the sign from the lighting package
Yeah, I think we need to
until
do
you
that.
get some more information on the lighting package.
Motion to separate lighting from sign package.
All right, is there a second?
Second.
Second, Mr. Jumper, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Move, all right, consent freestanding sign.
Motion to approve freestanding.
Second.
All right, motion, Mr. Jerem, second, Mr. Eden, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So
Motion
moved.
to continue the lighting package.
Second.
Where you roll?
Well,
I don't know if you want to roll on it, it could be fine, just need some detail on it.
yeah, as long as that,
Motion to deny.
Want to go
Just
now?
go and,
I'll second it.
Okay. 604A, 2?
5 and 2, 1 or 2? Both.
yeah, five, two.
Okay, motion, Mr. Jerem, second, Mr. Vanessa, all in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Okay. All right, Mr. Jerem?
Mr. McCoy's gonna recuse himself. He works for the landlord. Chick-fil-A. Your name for the record?
Stephanie Lewis?
Okay, you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes.
Okay.
Is it the same canopy that we saw in the previous presentation that wasn't really approved
Yes.
until now?
We went in front of the Board of Appeals for the variance for that second order point canopy, and that variance has been approved.
Motion
So
to
this
approve
is
that
to
presented.
approve the second canopy where you
I'll
place your
second.
order.
Mr. Manezra, Mr. Jumper, discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Nays?
Thank you.
Motion approved. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
thank you so much.
All right, now There's only one piece of candy left in there.
They always love physical samples.
All right, fifth third. Name for the record?
Tim Loken,
You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth?
I do.
All right, this is a conceptual review.
We have 10,000 locations. Can I see those? Boy, that is blue, black, green.
Can I also bring my civil engineer up as well, correct me if I'm wrong. So we have a site plan, and then we've got some building.
Your name for the record?
Right, Myrtle, Infinity Engineering Group.
You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
So I'm the architect in the project, Greg civil, and so we've got a site plan and then conceptual renderings of the building.
This is the gas station site that's now up and operational.
This is on a larger development that has a Publix and some other, yeah, there's some photos there.
So this is behind the gas station? Okay.
Yeah, correct, yes. The Publix is right here.
Okay. Are you saving the remainder portion of the back property for something else, or is
No,
it
because
just
it's
you had to
being
take the whole lot and?
Yeah, it takes a whole
take
lot of
out
the
that?
green. I would like to ask a question. I don't know if this is a question for this board. Do you have any comment? Would like to contemplate a driveway here.
It's gonna be
Because our,
public works, to be honest.
yeah, okay, that's what I figured. No problem. We'll talk to them. But, this is a standard site. We have full bypass lane. We've got more than what's required parking for the bank. We meet code. We have a stub out for sewer, stub out for water, stub out for stormwater. So it's all master everything for this particular site.
Wasn't it, I know this board discussed it, to do a common alleyway, common drive,
Yes.
I can't remember.
because that came up in a conversation, I know when we did the approval of the gas station.
Yeah.
You mean cross-access?
Yeah, the same
They didn't build
entrance.
one. They didn't build one.
Theirs is.
Like, are you saying connect
Yeah.
here?
Yeah, if there was. a
Connect the road
possibility.
where you go into the gas station,
Right.
to use that as a common one with the
Oh,
other.
for us?
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't.
that was discussed when we did
They'd have
this.
to reach out to them.
Yeah, yeah, okay.
It was no,
Probably
we're of course
one
dealing
of
with
the
land
place.
other developer. He's never mentioned something like that.
Okay.
So where's but their drive has got the separation from the
Their
gas
drive,
station.
their drive is here, will be here.
Okay.
And we did it opposite corner. Because it works for us, if we bring our driveway in here, we'd have to snake around, because this is prototypical counterclockwise rotation for the drive-through queue. So your customer's always on your left side.
How will you treat the green space that you have left? I mean, from a landscape standpoint?
It'll be sodded, trees here, shrubs there. We can certainly add some if you'd like, it's not a problem. And like you're saying, it's a long site where we don't have a big footprint.
I mean, my only concern with the driveway going out to, was that Wood Duck?
Yes.
Greenfield.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't for wood duck, if
Right,
they
that's
asked
about-
for it.
They'll probably
Yes.
just get it right in. They're probably not gonna
Which
do
would be
that.
fine for us. It's just, we're
That's
trying,
a- that's
the poor
the-
customer has to
one
go all
way
in and go all the way back up, or shoot.
It's just still comfortable with it.
Yeah.
It's a lot of traffic movement,
Yeah.
3 lanes coming out,
Yeah.
no, I don't think.
We
it's a
also
good
figure Public Works might come back and say, okay, you know, show us, the estimated queue on this.
You
That'll be
can't make a left out of there. You can only make a right.
Make it right, that's correct. It's signed right.
You can turn in, but you can't, you're not turning in from, you can't make a
Oh,
left
I
out
can
there.
see
You
by the
can't
median.
come in.
On the Coventry.
Yes,
Yeah, I'm talking about them coming out of their parking lot
There.
onto wood duck.
understood.
So, I mean, they could turn left and right if they had a full driveway cut
Right.
onto wood duck.
Yes.
Doesn't really help you with
But the
Coventry.
traffic is, also,
If we were to ask for it, I was gonna put it down here because we got this drainage structure, so I don't want my radius hitting the drainage. So you would have over 100, almost 150 foot of queue, so I was gonna talk to Public Works about that, because they may just flat out say no.
We got parking
You know.
in that giant
You know, we should have another escape lane there for the people parking on the top of the site to go around, because I doubt everybody's gonna know to backtrack. People are gonna get trapped in the queue.
Yeah, to have a lane.
If they make the mistake of going around the building instead of back
Well,
out
I
the
mean,
way they
if you
came in.
wanted, if we really wanted to, we could add a third of, like, we call this partial bypass, so your bypass is here. If you really want us to, we have 25 feet, I can
You
reduce
need a
this to,
full bypass.
that's fine, we can do it.
Yeah.
It's not a problem.
And this is conceptual.
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, just
Okay.
conceptual.
Yeah.
Take a look at the building.
So with this, it's a combination of brick at the base, we call it the water table. The canopies are an ACM composite metal panel, as well as those accented vertical, what we call the wing walls. Those are aluminum composite metal as well. Those are the samples that I've passed around. I think somebody in staff had asked.
And that's a franchise color,
It is a franchise
obviously.
color.
But, the colors are bright, but they're used very well.
I mean, the other locations they've got that I've seen are actually nice looking banks.
Yeah, it's
They're very eye catching, but
It is. Well, look at Chase Bank with our lighting, we approved it. Blue.
You can see in this view that the drive-through is what's called a prefabricated ATM machine canopy. I think that the sample request was in regards to, they wanted to know the color of that canopy lid. So it would coordinate with the wing wall color, and so that's essentially what that sample was for. But yeah, it's a prefabricated canopy structure at the ATM. And then up against the building, which you'd see as you spin around here, there's a virtual teller machine here with a little screen. People pull up and do their deposits through that.
what's the side of your building there? Is that just stucco?
So it is an EFA stucco finish. Yes.
Are you stucco in the dumpster enclosure as well?
We generally stucco to match, unless there's, in some cases, we make it all brick if the area requires it, but generally we paint it with a stucco finish on a CMU block.
Has to be from Publix.
The approval from Publix? Is that what you said?
No, the view.
Yeah.
Showing them what.
So much
Yeah, yeah.
different
Oh,
than
yeah,
the
yeah,
bank
yeah.
that you got on the end of the
Looking-
strip center at 17,
Yeah.
so.
Yeah, right, so the front door, so to speak, is facing Coventry Boulevard.
I think you just add the full bypass lane. Did you get a chance to look at the landscaping?
We didn't.
We didn't submit it.
Just
Yeah, that's why I was asking about what are they gonna do with the, excess property.
The signage there, I know that's obviously just for rendering purposes, but typically, do you put them all around the building like this?
So when we don't know how much signage is allowed, we show the placeholder on every view of the building, and then we generally reduce it once we have an idea of how much signage is allowed.
So, just, since this is conceptual, obviously the front of the building needs one, but the view from Publix is a pretty important view.
Yeah.
I imagine you're gonna end up with a sign there. I don't know that that's the right location for that sign. Maybe
Yeah,
something.
why
Are
is
they
that?
allowed those 4 signs in that overlay?
It's a small footprint of the building.
Generally, we,
Square footage is not gonna be there.
Yeah.
Not sure, yeah, it's kind of what I was asking, I wasn't sure.
What, 2 will max it out?
usually 2 signs is about what we get.
Probably.
If they don't do a monument sign, does 2 of them count as their perpendiculars?
Possibly, but the code didn't write it the same way as our normal code.
Okay.
They wrote it very specific for each building, so the out parcels have a very specific.
Yeah, our out parcel is granted one design. I have the design package.
Okay.
And I guess my only concern is that teller side, if you're not allowed a sign on that side, then that wall becomes very blunt.
Yeah, because the sign, if it was.
Where it is, it's really, I mean, that does a really good job showing you how much it's gonna be hidden,
Yeah, it's kind of awkward over there.
especially from that distance.
Yeah.
I'll express my concerns of what I got. I would like to see a full bypass lane. I think you need to get with staff on what the signage is allowed.
Yes.
If there is no signage allowed on those walls that essentially have no glass, or very limited glass, mainly the drive-through side, a little bit of the other side where your meter base and all is, you may need to spruce those walls up with even some spandrel glass, or some shutters or something.
Understood.
But I'm
There's
saying
some examples-
even replacing that sign from that top corner to that blank space may just do enough for that.
Sure.
wall to
Yeah,
really-
I'm sure it would. Yeah,
Okay.
I agree.
And then the other thing is that old glass side, can you pull that up?
It's the front view.
That.
So this is your front door, so this would be the view facing Duckwood.
They may have one.
Do y'all have any other designs that y'all do, or like a Plan B, or anything like this, or not?
There, when the jurisdictions require, Plan B basically gets customized. So sometimes it's changing materials, sometimes it's changing the roof types. So we have done
Adjust
custom buildings
accordingly.
before.
So this is prototypical?
This is out of the box, like if there's no regulations that wouldn't allow us to do this, this is
Would you guys
preferred.
like to see the Plan B?
We can certainly show you a Plan B example, if you'd like to see one.
That would be nice.
Yeah, we can-
Really, would
Yeah.
be open to it.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I don't know if that's just further down in your slideshow.
We submitted it, right?
Yeah, we submitted it. Back pocket, just to be prepared.
We got
It may work against you.
It could.
Okay, so, in some, locations that are coastal, we've done this type of design that you can see it basically has the same footprint, but in lieu of, the stucco and the parapets, we introduce, slope roofed at the tower. To bring you like an angle view, you can kind of see sort of the bones of, what was original.
Yeah, I like the first one better.
I like the other one better.
Me too.
Throwing it out.
Yeah, we asked that.
They're allowed 3 building signs, building mounted signs on their buildings, up to,
3.
1.5 square foot for every linear foot of the building.
Do you like the ATM side on this side better though?
I mean, I think the material use is
Yeah.
definitely more appropriate, but I really don't care for.
I think you could leave the flat
Yeah.
roof and just change the stucco to hardy. And then you can
Yeah.
take the brick water table to the dumpster enclosure.
Yeah, I think it should.
And doors on the dumpster.
It should relate to the building, the dumpster, totally,
the happy
in every aspect.
Which is a happy medium between the two.
Yeah.
Can you go back to the original elevation and go to the teller wall?
If I may say, we could easily consider either a spandrel glass or the Bahama type shutters. The neighbor building has a series of the shutters which we could almost coordinate with.
I mean, that even makes a stronger argument for including some hardy boards instead of stucco.
Sure.
On that side.
Yeah, I would go hardy instead of the stucco and
Really,
scan the
the
bypass.
roof line on your coastal design really kind of squats the building too much, like you're not gonna have much room for, the signage looks really tight, and I think leaving the roof where you are now and integrating some of those materials is really gonna be a happy medium, if you will.
Yeah.
What I'm struggling with is the location of the ATM machine, because you have basically 3 front doors, because of the site, the way the site's oriented. And so if you maybe slid it over and,
They'll have the queue requirements as well. Actually, you have plenty.
We have plenty of queue. I mean, if
Plenty
you
of
really, if you wanted us to slide it over, we like to align it, right? So the cars are together, because we have a lighting, we have security lighting, customers together are safer. So if we do slide it over, we just make our lighting bigger footprint. But we have flexibility to slide it if you so choose to, want us to.
Do you not have any curb cut to the gas station next door?
We do not. Their site plan does not include cross access. we don't object to it, but they didn't build it.
I think if they had one access, it would be, I think there would be more value to you and even that empty piece of lot to sell it to whoever, a drive-through coffee shop or whatever it is. I think there's some value to that.
There is,
personally, but
absolutely.
Yeah, because we created that turn-in lane
Yeah.
for the gas station to
Yeah.
take traffic off of that other one
Yeah.
and get it into them quicker. Nice to use it for both.
Sure.
Well, I can
But
talk,
they
I mean, I
didn't put the
can talk to
easements in
staff.
place, they don't have rights to it.
Right.
Yeah,
That's the
that's
challenge.
Can't
That
compare.
is a challenge, but I don't know of any right to it.
Okay.
Any other feedback?
Anything else from us?
No, I think
Thank you.
Yeah, so I'm hearing,
Hardy Board.
Hardy Board siding,
Full bypass lane.
full bypass lane,
Get tighter on your placement for signage even before you apply for the signage, just so we see how it integrates to the building elevations.
And I think
Matthew
Matthew
just
just link wall, break it up with a shutter or a spandrel or something like that. And then take the brick to the dumpster enclosure with gates.
That's it.
we're generally okay with the ATM location. I think there was some discussion about sliding it.
I mean, again, it depends on how you treat the rest of the building, but
Okay.
yeah, you can
Fair
solve it either by moving it.
If you were to take your Fifth Third sign and move it to the left,
Yes.
Yes.
so
That
your
needs to be
view
done.
is better,
Yes.
it may take care of all of those problems
I
that they
think so.
mentioned.
Yes.
Understood.
Agreed.
And get with staff on the signage layout, so when you render it next time, you're pretty much showing what you'll be asking for. So we don't get stuck with some blank walls or something where the sign's not.
Yeah, when this moves forward, they engage a vendor.
Yeah.
They'll come work with staff and give us the package, so when we submit for the next meeting, it'll include the package.
Right, it just makes
Yeah.
both parts
Yeah,
work better if we
we'll
get
work
to see
together,
everything a
yes,
little
yeah,
bit,
yeah.
a little bit tighter.
We're just not there yet.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, thank
Very
you.
much.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
All right, Saline residents?
Reach over and grab. Unless you'd like to keep them.
No,
Okay.
Please.
Thank you.
You'll need them next time.
Yeah.
Good afternoon, Bruce Atkins.
Swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Yes, sir.
This is where, if I remember correctly, we asked you to look at saving those trees in the front. And Jeff, I
The
believe,
box.
you
Yeah.
went and looked at it and said
Yeah.
that they were in good shape for the most part.
Yeah, I've looked at it a couple times, and did you explore reworking I guess the stairway, the front stairway?
Got a couple things for you here.
Okay, good.
So the previous version, we actually had a circular driveway. So two cuts off of the Ocean Boulevard.
There was a question about whether you would be able to do that, I think Charles said.
Right, so back and forth with zoning, several times, trying to make it work out. We couldn't find any way to make that work.
Okay.
Because of we didn't realize the parking lot, public beach access was considered an intersection. So if we have to be 20 feet off the property line with that drive,
Gotcha.
we weren't able to work out that circular driveway. So we came back with a center driveway. If you'll go, the next slide, I think is the landscape plan, possibly. I think this shows a little better picture. With the center driveway, it's even more complicated to try to keep those trees and split this up and still have two garage entrances. So what we've done is added two new live oak trees to mitigate the trees that we removed.
And you said you specified 8-inch caliper.
8-inch, which is a pretty good sized tree. That was a recommendation of the landscape architect as well as the nursery that we consulted with. We had, initially with the other design, with the circle driveway, we had actually looked at moving one of the trees on site. We had explored that and met with an arborist. And,
To me, it was just unfortunate because some of the trees on site had such nice characteristics because of the branching and the ones in front of the, I guess, where your steps are.
How many square foot of driveway is that shown on that plan?
It's on the plan
3,800, 3,200?
Right. That's with every, all of the site concrete, 32.
Yeah, I just find that to be excessive, even though I know,
That's not, I mean, that's way too much to be losing those oak trees that
Yeah.
are buffering that portion of Ocean Boulevard. I mean, you've got two turnouts that are taking out two trees that have nothing to do with access to the garage.
right.
Access, I mean, there's no reason that drive can't be worked around
So
those trees.
these trees are actually
They're on the other property.
on the city property.
Yeah.
That's on the public beach
Right,
access side.
public, yes.
So I mean, those are still some nice trees.
There was that one tree.
There's trees back here where you've got a really low-lying branch, and it reaches out about 15 feet
Yeah.
before it goes up above head height, so that it's hard to work around that.
It was rather unique, but again, did you try to work out a different stair configuration at all?
I'm not sure how the stair in this scenario would help.
Well, okay, the other
With
thing,
a cen-
what's,
with a center
and what's the,
driveway.
what's the how much space do you have between those two existing trees in the front from I guess, the edge of the driveway as you come toward the street?
Here or here?
No, over here, where you at, okay, if you come in the front driveway and you go to the left, how much space do you have to come between those two trees that are in front of the house, closest to the house, between those?
Looks like about 8 feet. I mean, you're gonna be hard pressed to, again, I look at several different scenarios. There was no way for us to be able to access this garage and this garage with a center driveway. The half circle driveway didn't work, and we tried to
Do you
shift
have to
it.
have a center driveway? I mean, why can't you have an offset driveway to the left, on the left-hand side? And then
You're saying enter here?
Yeah, enter there, and then you can come across in front of those
Go
trees
in
to
front
go
of
to
these
the other
trees?
garage.
I mean, it's just
It's just
convoluted to get in and out of the.
I understand the 20-inch live oak and the 16-inch live oak is kind of in the middle of the driveway. I mean, that's
Yeah.
a challenge to work around.
It is.
There is no reason this plan cannot be worked to save
Those.
everything along the front.
Those, yeah, particularly those three.
Yes.
I would say if it goes to the center, that turkey oak would be out.
Well, that one can go, the two over there,
Yeah.
those are the two that are important,
But
right
right
there.
now, we're losing a 16-inch live oak, a 20-inch two 20-inch live oaks, a 10-inch live oak, a 10-inch magnolia, don't really care about the poplar.
Yeah.
And a 10-inch turkey oak, and all we're getting is two 8-inch.
Well, it makes,
back.
if it makes sense to keep the poplar and the magnolia, we just didn't think those were.
Well, the magnolia, I would prefer you keep, but on this side, on the right-hand side, you're trying to put in a little, I guess, put a little bit of guest parking or something there. I prefer on that side you don't do that, since you have sort of some area to the side of the driveway, because I would like to keep those two oaks. The ones on the right-hand side, those.
And you look at these?
I have looked at every tree on the property.
Okay.
Because you seem to have plenty of,
Step into the house.
you seem to
Go
have
back to this.
plenty of room on the left and the right to do
Yeah, I
some.
mean, we can look at the house, but, I mean, once again,
Well, we're trying, again, had several iterations trying to make the other one work. We actually wanted to move this 16 live oak to the middle, which is if you go back to the picture slides, a very nice tree. But,
Yeah, you're gonna,
this is a nice, and it's a very symmetrical tree. We're actually gonna try to do
no,
that.
that is that tree is probably the best tree on the
It's the
property.
nicest tree on the property, but there wasn't a way for us
There's a difficult,
to reach the,
well, and
to meet the ordinance of the 20 foot off of this intersection with the other driveway.
yeah, that tree would be really difficult to move. But that's the perfect tree on the site, actually.
I mean, is there any other flexibility on the circular driveway, or, but these 8-inch trees are pretty good sized trees.
They are, but they're just, don't have the character of the existing trees. But I understand, yeah, it's just I don't know whether the house is if the location is set in stone, if it can be moved.
There's really not any flexibility on the location of the.
This is just another one of those where I'll follow an oceanfront line.
Yeah, and I'm gonna build every inch of it.
Max it out.
Yep,
which
every
I-
inch.
I understand, but
But,
those trees have been there a lot longer than that house has.
yep,
And to lose all of that vegetation and trees right there on the corner of Ocean Boulevard for 3,000 square foot of driveway. I mean, think about it, that's 3,000 square foot of concrete.
So
bigger
these are
than
the
most
ones that
homes.
you guys feel strongly about? If we
well,
can-
I feel strongly about,
That whole front.
Yeah.
I mean, once
So
again,
we
you
can-
got 22 foot of concrete going into each side of the front of that driveway, width-wise. And then from the steps to the other, it's gotta be another, that's 24 foot. I mean, those are two-way drive aisle widths in a shopping center.
we-
I mean,
Again, full-size vehicle, you have to be able to turn, back out with a reasonable turning radius to get in and out of the property. You know, I just don't see any way to make these work. This turkey oak's not very attractive.
well, what they've done,
These we could keep, and if this is what, you know,
I
what we
think
have
you
to do
need
to
to
make
get rid
this
of that
work.
concrete there.
Say that again?
You need to give the other trees enough room to live there so you don't
If
need
this
to.
is the one, you know, if that's what we need to do to
Well,
make this work and get it
That
approved, then
that
we
would
could
be helpful.
flexible on that.
Now, I have no problem really with the turkey oak because it's been destroyed because how they had to cut it in reference to the power
Pretty
lines.
much all of it.
Yeah, they kind of decimated it. But those two trees I would like to keep, and I'd like to keep the magnolia on the other side.
there's no reason you can't keep all four of those trees.
Well, I
So some adjustment to the drive.
Yes.
These, you're saying these two? These two.
yeah, those have to be pretty much.
And what you're keeping with that 15-inch live oak there on the other side.
Yeah, those are really nice trees, obviously, not on city property, but yeah, turkey oak I have no problem with, like Chairman said, those magnolia and I think poplar on one side, those two oaks on the other need to be saved.
Let's take a look. I think we looked at the house basically last time.
You guys were not-
It was really boxy last time, we asked them to
Yeah,
approve the.
they
The main comment was on the side elevation facing the public beach access, break up the roof line, we had dormers on the left side.
And it doesn't show it here, but you did add the palm trees down that side to help break it up.
Yeah, another
You did.
additional landscape on the landscape plan. on
The
public beach
landscape
access
was,
side.
yeah, it was good, and you broke up the roof. The rest of the
I
plants
think
on
the
the.
color use is better, I think
Yeah.
the facade
We do
improvements
adjust
are
the color.
definitely
They are.
substantial enough to make it work. It's,
So we could say this, you could,
It's
if you like what
monstrous.
they've done and allow them to continue, and Charles, correct me if I'm wrong, we could do a building and footprint approval only with the site improvements disapproved or continued or whatever. Or we can downgrade the entire thing to conceptual until he brings it back again.
It'd be helpful if we could move forward and get back to you on
I
the
have to tell you,
driveway.
the issue I have with the building thing is because I know we've concentrated on the trees during this conversation, but really it's a matter of, for me also, it's the pervious versus impervious. It's a massive amount
It
of
is.
concrete in an area that's, you know, it gets wet pretty easily.
All
too.
those could be pervious pavers.
Well, we meet the
I think
guidelines
addressing
for
that
your
means a lot more
impervious.
Yeah, I know, and I was gonna ask you about that, are we considering the outdoor deck area as pervious?
Right.
So even, so
Numbers are
so
pretty
this
low.
area.
Well, they got so much on the backside from the
From
OCMR
the
line
dune
and all
zone.
that they eat up a lot of that pervious surface ratio
Was he,
is actually satisfied with this, this part and
Yeah.
the size of the house. And
Because you're limited how far you can go.
This is elevated,
by default, it's kind of,
this area is elevated,
But it is.
but it is sand underneath.
we do count that,
I counted it as impervious
Yeah,
in
we
my
counted
But it
calculations.
is pervious.
But underneath the elevated deck is sand.
but basically, because of as much concrete as you have at the front, you're basically pretty much doing the minimum amount of
It goes a long
landscape.
way to making this more digestible.
Yeah, I mean, once again, I think he needs to reconfigure the driveway to save those trees and it
Yeah.
can be pavers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Agreed.
With the root system and everything.
Yeah.
It'll help those trees survive.
Yep.
With that suggestion, I'm okay with the building
acceptable for staff.
Yeah, I like
That way they can start working on the site.
With them, I mean, if anything happens to those trees between now and the time they get
Yeah, they gotta
approval on
put up
the.
tree protection.
Yeah, well, and
Issue
yeah,
for-
the tree protection has to be very well done because you're gonna have a lot of people, of course, everybody's gonna be using the beach access, they're gonna try to be using it, you're gonna have a lot of people in and out of it.
These are hard sites to work on. It's
They
hard to
are.
place a dumpster in there, it's hard
Yeah.
to pull equipment in there. I mean, there's a high chance of those trees getting damaged if they're not protected
There
properly.
is, so.
All right, does anybody wanna try to make that motion?
Make a motion for site plans only, or foundation,
Footprint?
Footprint
Footprint
only.
only?
Footprint
Yeah.
and building only.
building only.
Yeah,
No driveway, no curb cuts, no landscaping.
yeah, second,
Right.
I'll second
All right, second by Mr. Eden. All in favor?
that.
Any opposed? So moved. You understand what that means?
We appreciate that flexibility. We'll resubmit for the next meeting with the
Monday.
driveway and
8th for the 18th.
All right,
Sounds good, thank you.
Skywheel? Name for the record?
Nick Garrett?
Swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth?
I do.
Just the same screen that we did the faux greenery on?
Yeah, it's just black now to match the.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion, Mr. Jerem, second, Mr. Eden. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? So moved. Market view at Market Common Townhome. Next one. Name for the record?
River Singleton.
Swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth.
Yes, sir, I do.
Same as all the others?
That is correct.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion, Mr. Edens, second, Ms. Booth. All in favor? Any opposed? So moved. We're almost done, guys. Parkview Place Phase 2.
Dan Cinema with Venture Engineering.
Swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Yes, sir.
Love when they send our engineers in for architectural design.
Go ahead.
Go for it.
What would you like to know? I mean, we've just basically got two new duplex buildings, parking and landscaping. There's a beautiful 31-inch oak tree right at the
You're
entrance.
not touching it, right?
Yeah, well,
You're
we
barricaded.
worked around
Very
it,
well.
and even so far as to relocate the shrubbery outside the drip line of the oak tree.
Thank you.
Some of the shrubbery seemed a little excessive for phase 2 that we're in now, so we have relocated them over to phase 1 where it made sense, where we thought it made sense.
That was
You
good.
may
Thank you.
not agree. And
To show y'all the scope of work, it's a 1 unit, 2 unit, and then the parking and then the landscaping. And they had to include some parking over here to account
Account
for
for that.
the total use of the property,
Okay.
since they're now combined all into one.
And the architectural design is the same as the other buildings? Just a different
They're
color?
not, they're open on the base, whereas the other ones are closed. That's, I think, something we addressed last time.
Oh, yeah, we did the screen last time.
Yeah, we did. We changed a few things.
There's your existing.
Good catch, Mr. Vanessa.
He smiles.
Honestly, I was wondering if that is supposed to illustrate them being closed off, or is it just garage doors to an open space? But
I think this, the front might be open.
That's what they provided us.
yeah, can you tell us
It really doesn't, yeah.
about
They
that?
showed,
I just know they're consistent with the existing buildings.
They're not consistent.
No,
with
they
these
showed a
buildings.
stairwell.
The
there.
stairwell's enclosed, but the rest of the garage is not enclosed like
I
it is.
stand corrected.
Okay. You're right, because there's the door.
You want to downgrade and give them feedback? Or you want to deny it and make them change it?
Either or, really, doesn't matter.
Or you can make the motion with it to have the skirt to match the other buildings.
I think it should make
Those are our three options.
That's enough. I mean, there's buildings across the street and there to show it, but actually, they have horizontal slats on the other one. This looks like a boarded bed with 10 foot staircase. I don't know that I wanna.
a skirt all the way around, it should hide the staircase regardless.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
Let's make a motion to approve with skirting around both buildings to match the existing buildings, as well as match the garage doors and front doors to the other buildings. And if they'd like to see something different, they're welcome to come back.
The skirting's gonna be done in white.
Exact same thing as the
Same
other
color.
buildings.
Yep.
The front of it would match the rest of it, but the sides and rears white.
Yep.
Yep.
Just like the previous approvals.
Yes.
But also, please make sure you know that the garage doors and the front doors to match the same styling as the other buildings.
Yes.
I'll second
All right, second, Mr. Jumper, staff good with
Good,
that?
Heidi?
Yes,
Good.
sir.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? So moved. All right, before we get to the next item, because I'm probably just gonna go ahead and leave, if there's nothing else, is there anything?
Thank you.
Staff needs to
Arbor Day is Friday.
At 10. Okay,
At the rate, yeah, the rain location.
Jeff, you gonna be there, correct?
Friday tomorrow?
That's
Yeah,
tomorrow.
Friday, yes, it's tomorrow.
Where's it at?
Base rec?
General Reed Complex Center.
And there was something you wanna mention about
Those
elections as
may
well?
need to have
And
training.
hours.
I'm gonna send out a sheet where you can click on it and then get your training hours in. Okay, we'll need certificates.
Thank you.
If you already have some, feel free to share those so we can give you credit.
All right. Anything else from the board? I will see y'all in a couple weeks.
Okay.
Thank you. Thanks,
Thank
Steph.
you. See you later.
Palms at Oak Street? Hey, everybody. How you doing?
Hey, Greg.
How are you guys?
I think everybody knows him. I'm Michael Haynes with Progress Design Studio.
Greg Duckworth with Environmental Concepts.
This should be for conceptual.
Your names for the record, sorry.
They just did.
Oh, I apologize. You all swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so you got,
Yes,
I
sir.
was busy talking, I apologize. Now proceed, sorry.
Conceptual review for the Palms at Oak Street. It is a 54-unit affordable housing project on Oak Street. Made up of two buildings, a 24 and a 30-unit building. Both are 3 stories, both have an open breezeway. Wood construction, fiber cement siding, hardy, with brick. And that's not doing a great job of representing color, but we do have the color palette listed inside the package. So we do have a monument signage, we have trash enclosure, we have a detached clubhouse. Our mail kiosk is part of the clubhouse, so we don't have a separate mail kiosk.
I'm with landscape architecture with environmental concepts, but this landscape architect is with site design up in Greenville. The developer is a friend of mine. He said, hey, can you sit in on this because they couldn't make it? So I'm here to listen to comments and convey back.
Gotcha. No problem, Mr. Duckworth.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So, you want to go back to the site or the building?
I've been in conversation with them on the landscape plan that's gonna get reworked.
Yeah. Is it, okay. Do we want to separate this from landscaping?
It's
or-
conceptual.
It's- it's-
Yeah.
oh, it's
You can
conceptual.
give them
Final,
some
it
feedback
says.
if you like.
I will also say, because I failed to mention it,
It's kind of line through.
the hard copy you have there is an updated version where I provided a certain level of preliminary feedback to kind of get them closer, but it still requires your feedback.
Yeah, it certainly is.
There's the clubhouse,
Yes, sir.
and that's in the back of the property, and then these are your 2 buildings.
There's a good breakup of the building, even with the,
Even the
Yeah.
larger buildings seem
yeah,
to broken
it's a
up.
good staggering.
Yeah.
I have a couple questions.
Of course.
The site was pretty well wooded, I mean, lots of trees, which you indicated.
We're working with them, that's another note, to get the oak trees identified a little bit better.
Okay, that's what I was,
back to.
I was gonna ask about that too, okay. And Greg is going to help you redo the landscape plan.
Yes, sir.
Because a lot of the things, the plant material and the usage was some more upland plants, upstate plant. And, like and I didn't really care for the tulip poplar, the,
Street, thank you for providing that.
and it looked like they had actually tried to reforest the whole site after most of the trees were taken away, and that was kind of odd. And, may I ask, why do we name this the Palms?
When there's no palm trees.
When there's no palms, and how do you get the relationship there? I didn't get it.
Yeah, I actually
just
don't know, I don't know the history of the name.
Okay.
The last time they asked me, I named it after my dog, so they didn't ask me.
Oh, I like that. What's your dog's name?
Sullivan.
Oh, okay, okay.
I like it.
And I didn't get the signage either, the main entrance sign. I thought it was kind of awkward looking too.
So the sign does look like most of, what I'm assuming is the same company's developments, like the ones on 60-something, and they look
Like
almost
Bay Point,
exactly
things
the
like
same.
They did.
Except for Oak Street is a lot more business oriented. I'm not gonna say a commercial road, and I really do think that the sign needs to be a lot better for that. I've always disliked these signs, but since they're in residential areas, I was, able to absorb it. On Oak Street, I do wanna see something a lot more elaborate and nicer than this.
That won't be
At
a
the
problem.
very least, change the font. 'Cause that's-
Yeah, that won't be a problem because we always try to upgrade our signage,
Yeah,
and
so
same with this developer, they want an upgraded, nicer signage.
Yeah.
I think architecturally, you're there, the buildings are very nice for what they are, I don't have any problem architecturally. I do have a little bit of a problem with the site. That is a lot of massing to be directly on Oak Street, very close to the property line. What is that setback, is that 20 foot?
It's a highway commercial.
Is it less than 20 foot?
This is MUN. Just a note, need to pull out, you can see at the very top, there is a 50-foot Sandy Cooper easement in the rear.
That's what it is.
So that parking that you're
Yeah.
seeing in the rear is if needed.
Only.
Right now, it's not going in. That's what the dotted line means.
So is there any opportunity to shift either the retention pond a bit or something to kind of offset these buildings, so at least the bigger one is maybe further off the road?
They're buildable areas, and, like, you can almost look at that as a rear setback line.
Yeah.
Sandy Cooper limits what's,
Even retention ponds are not allowed in there?
I think that would be a question for them, between them and Sandy Cooper. I don't have an issue with it.
So Greg, you're gonna make sure the landscaping obviously on the street's a lot more developed and,
It's tough.
so it had to be,
Yeah.
it had to develop a landscape that's, really developed there along the street. We can't move them because that's.
So what is that setback in the front there?
If it's MUM, you don't really have a setback.
So
I guess it was asking
it's
how
a-
far.
it's a
I
lot-
mean,
it's-
how far?
it's definitely established there.
How much do we have to
So
stop
probably
up
you have to
issue?
utilize the easement for parking.
Less than 5.
Push that building back.
I mean, it's more than 5.
Yeah, based on the size of our balconies, that's probably 10 to
10.
15
10
feet
to
max.
15.
Right on the street.
It's right on the street.
But that's all the room we have, right?
You have to utilize
Yeah.
that.
Okay.
And then that sidewalk, is that an improved sidewalk, or is that the same sidewalk that we have there now?
It's improved.
So it's like
They,
6 foot?
Because of our NU design requirements, they've got to put in a wider sidewalk than normal,
Right.
than what's there, so they're gonna have a sidewalk like that, which partially is gonna be on their property.
So this, for example, is more than 15 feet, correct?
Yeah, that one is.
No.
Huh?
Same.
Really?
Not by much.
Okay.
And that's a 2-story building, and we're looking at a 3-story.
Yeah.
It is going to be pretty
This
massive.
one actually has units behind it. You're probably looking at the same density count, just it's packed in different.
Here's the,
I mean, let me ask you, in your planning, have you looked at any potential adjustments there, or any kind of other configuration that allows you to be further off the road, or?
I'm sorry, what?
Could you flip it?
I was gonna just say, and I'm just conferring with the architect here, but there might be an opportunity, the building on the left, that we could slide it back a tad, because you can see there's some space between the parking lot and the building, that we
Yeah.
could maybe make that shift
Right.
a little to give it some movement and not feel so just like,
Like I said, I think architecturally,
Ricky,
you might
you've
done
done
it,
it to both of them.
Yeah, I mean.
Okay, well, I mean,
Looks like you've got room to do it on both of them.
yeah, you could slide them both back, frankly. if
Is
you
that-
wanted
I
to.
almost would rather see a difference between the two buildings rather than push both of them.
That's what I was hearing.
But, and I really like, we said before, that even that big building, you broke up a little bit with that breezeway in the middle, it doesn't look so massive. You've done a great job with it already, so just, if you can get a little bit more movement, a little bit more separation from the road, I think you'll be there.
And that is a wet pond, and does it need to be that large for the amount of drainage, parking, et cetera there?
Or you can't do the building.
No,
next
then
to
you own
it.
the building's gonna be in the,
Because of the
well, the zoning.
So the whole parking, yeah, that's, my understanding is it's designed for the whole parking solution.
Okay.
In other words, it shouldn't ever need to get any bigger.
Yeah,
than
that landscape
It could be a
plan,
little bit smaller.
Yeah, don't even look at it.
Yeah, so with that, I would ask that you take that Oak Street buffer up
Right.
quite a bit in the landscaping.
Yeah. Yeah, because on the old plan, I mean, well, it's gonna be redone, I keep going back, sorry, yeah.
Overall, you're pretty close, you're very good.
Yeah, if we, yeah, I think everybody said you can just get them a little further away from the street and do the buffer from between the street and the building.
And you like the idea of staggering a little bit?
I
having
do,
bigger
I do,
building
I'd
batches
like
a
to
little
create
bit?
a little motion there.
Any more questions for the applicant?
No,
Comments, concerns?
I think got it covered.
Think you have enough from us? Guys?
Thank you very much.
Thank you all.
Thank you both.
Have a
Thank
nice
you.
evening and Merry Christmas.
Yes,
Thank you, Greg.
won't be long.
You got anything else?
Yes, sir, I'll hang back.
Any public comments?
Thank you, Greg. See you.
Okay.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Do you have an item or you have something?
I thought we applied, but probably my contractor is.
Well, how about after the meeting though, they can talk to you, the staff can talk to you, yeah. Items.
Already covered it.
No, you're fine. Non-agenda items,
This is training, Arbor Days tomorrow, 10 o'clock, base rec.
okay.
That's right. Anything else, Heidi?
Nope, that's it. The schedules for both BZA and CAB should be up online, so if you ever need to, I emailed them to you, but if anybody's asking,
Okay.
it took some time, but we have them up there.
Cool. Board members, anything?
We have one more meeting for this year,
Mhm.
and only one in January, correct?
Yes, there's gonna be a big gap in January. I won't see you till about mid-January.
Oh, after next week.
Okay.
I mean, after
I
next.
think it's on
So
the
don't get slacking.
Oh,
They just randomly call you to see what you're doing.
okay.
Oh, volunteer luncheon invites, I did email
Yeah,
y'all,
he did.
that should be in the mail.
Chicken and beans.
I like how you said that.
Is there a motion to adjourn if
So
there's nothing
moved.
else? Motion adjourned. Thank you, guys.
Seth, we got you out here too.
Thank you.